Hey everyone, it's me, Doomlink, and welcome back to Doomlink's Live Hunts. We are in Portable Third, as you can tell, and I have my lovely new PC set up, organised and ready to go, and our first hunt today will be Naga Cougar. Now the only thing that really needs to be updated, well, there are two things that need to be updated in regards to my setup, but I've already talked about the audio side of things, like how I need speakers for my new monitor, but this cable running from my controller to my computer, I think, will be occasionally bumping the boom stand, which I don't want. You don't want any sort of impact to be transferred to the microphone because it's not a nice sound, and quite frankly I'd like to avoid that generally, so I will do so as best I can. I decided to use this fire switch axe because, well, Thunder does end up being the better choice elementally, but when I was here, I had only Nordia, and I didn't want them to think that I was actually leaving when changing weapons, so I decided to post the quest with this. Now this C-Jam guy, I'm letting him hunt with me. The reason why I phrase it that way is because the last time I played with him, he was griefing the other players, literally preventing them from carving Gen Moran. And apparently he's done this before, and sees no issue in doing that. Literally trolling people out of their calves. As far as I'm concerned, it's intolerable, and won't continue. So I'd sort of refused to let him hunt with me for a little while, at least to demonstrate that there is some sort of consequence. There are ramifications for behaving like a total idiot online. So, there you go. If he does it again, yeah, he's going to find out what the consequences are. But, the long and short of it is, don't do that. And then I haven't really come across that in Hunsterverse. People actually, except for him of course, people actually trolling others out of their calves. It's strange, I just haven't come across it except for that. I've seen it in... but I've actually seen it very rarely in this community, like in the wider Monster Hunter community. I've seen it... The only time I remember seeing it was in Monster Hunter World when I think I had joined for an SOS Kid-in hunt, and I had joined early enough into the hunt to get calves, but I didn't end up contributing to the hunt. So when I arrived to carve the Kid-in, I think maybe even the entire team, but at least 2 people attacked me to prevent me from carving. Now, I thought that that was pretty distasteful. I understood why they did it, but again, why would you prevent me from carving under those circumstances? Because as far as I'm concerned, it doesn't matter, it's just calves. Like, blame the system, not me. I didn't ask to get free calves, it just eventuated in that way, so... To me, it was just a really bad attitude, and just bizarre that a person would care so much. I'm currently standing still because I forgot to get my chat up. That's one thing that I neglected to do in my setup here. Okay. I'm being hit by something. Has Naga moved on? Is it only Bulldream here? No, we've got Bulldream here too. I don't know why. Oh, I know why. It's because I've only got my left earpiece in. So I actually couldn't really hear the game because everything was happening to my right. Anyway. Again, as I said, I do need to get speakers for my monitor so that I can at least have a little bit of sound coming out. My intention is not to have it be really loud or anything like that, or even high quality. But I do want it at least to be audible, such that I don't have to actually plug headphones or earphones into my audio interface to be able to hear the game while playing on my television like this. For the love of God. I could dung you, but it's almost not worthwhile. Wasting a dung bomb on a Bulldrome. Admittedly, Bulldrome is a very frustrating monster to have to deal with alongside another large monster, but I think at this stage we might as well just kill him. That's usually what we do in the older games. Like Freedom Unite. Just kill the Bulldrome because he dies so quickly. And if he chooses to walk away, then that's fine too. I think Lexa's doing that. yeah, using the Magia charm. Fucking Mahou Shoujo hunting horn player, that was pretty funny. I don't know if that was a KO or if that was a flash bomb. You'd think I would have noticed if a flash bomb had been thrown, but I don't know, I kind of just woke up, so I'm not feeling especially responsive at the moment. Oh, I'm trying to get in position. Actually, I'd better not mess up an audio. I'll be very careful with what I'm doing. Even if you try not to hit people with the switch axe, it's just one of those weapon types that hits people. Oh, I'm currently streaming at 60 FPS and I did not intend to do so. The reason why is because I was last recording Morrowind. It's probably not going to be an issue. Unfortunately, I can't stop the stream. Like, frame rate is not something that you can change mid-stream. That is what's being delivered right now. The thing is, I don't know if it's just going to be 30 FPS if the game is running at 30 FPS. I seem to feel that that's the case. I'm not too sure, but we'll go with 60 FPS for now and see how it looks. It shouldn't look any different to me recording at 30 FPS because, again, the game's running at 30, so... My concern is that, you know, the file size will be unnecessarily large when I download it for archiving purposes and for re-uploading purposes, honestly. It's not just for archiving, I need to download it so that I may upload it to YouTube. But, yeah. I think we might be able to kill him. I'm trying to get that tail cut if I can. That would keep him in place. Trying desperately for that tail cut. Oh! See, I shouldn't have put the fucking weapon away. Should have kept on going. And there we go. Nagakuga limps for so long in this area. Like, he has to go quite a distance, so you can usually kill him. It's annoying to have to chase after him, though. Ooh. Actually rather hungry. I'll try to ignore that. Food would have been nice, but I don't know, just got out of bed. Depends on the day, sometimes I'm pretty hungry when I wake up, and then other times I can go for a few hours without food, but... Yeah, I'll have to put up with the hunger for a little bit. I mean, as some of you know, it's a bit of a theme that Doomlink is hungry for his recordings. I don't know why. Well, I do know why, but that is usually how it is. This guy's spooking me out. He's just aiming his bow at people, but not shooting the arrow. But yeah, of course, I'm using the random hunts command at the moment. So, whatever that decides will be the hunt that we end up doing. And again, the main reason why I'm doing that, an alternative, of course, would be to have people who actually need stuff posting whatever quests they would like to do. But when I'm recording Portable Third, I have to be the host. I don't want other people to host. If I know for a fact that they have good connection with me, then I'll allow it, but yeah, I'm trying to avoid poor connectivity. Because, again, it is something that I'm often plagued by when hunting with people in this game. Alrighty, let's... What are we doing? Discord capture? Is that working? Yes. Not random gun. Oh, that was her guns, rather. Puppy fight. I don't want to do that. At least I've done it on camera so I can say that it's been done and I don't have to, you know, talk about it and say, oh, the hunt is this way, and then you are sitting there wondering, oh, I wonder what that would be like to do and to try. Well, you've seen it. If you haven't personally seen it, then stop opening that. I was opening the OBS window instead of the game. Double barrel, if I could honestly use the same switch axe, and I do need switch axe uses. Yeah, I still need quite a few more, but I think I will change to something else. Probably still switch axe, but I don't know what would be appropriate. I don't think I've got any status or raw switch axes, so maybe I'll have to continue with this, or go to heavy bowgun. What would I prefer? Carlos heavy bowgun. I use that for pellet, by the way, not for elemental purposes. Okay. No, I wouldn't do that. I was thinking of going elemental heavy bowgun, but I'd go elemental light bowgun because rapid fire allows you to basically retain your elemental shots. They last for a lot longer during the fight, but single shot crouch fire, which is what I'm doing with heavy elemental, using the Latreon heavy bowgun, is just not going to last for 2 barrels comfortably, so I may as well just use exactly this setup right here. So I'm glad I sort of wasted my time there, but it wasn't a waste because I had to make an evaluation, but would have been good if I just posted immediately. I don't really know what's happening with Noria. This person is not really in the Discord, but seems willing to just sit there and let whatever happens in the room happen, which is good. That's refreshing. I suppose Baroth appears in here. Yeah, double Baroth. Muddy twins. Alright. If for whatever reason I can't go on with this hunger that I'm feeling right now, I'll probably cut the recording short and then stitch together this and another video for the VOD, or something like that. Which could be weird, because if one's 30 FPS and the other's 60, that would be strange. I don't know, we'll see. That could actually be problematic. Had not considered that. Which I suppose would mean that I'd have to do both at 60 or something. Alright. I will embark on the quest. So, as I said, I try to host these quests, but unfortunately the double quests mean that I'm only hosting effectively half of the hunt. Blue player will be hosting the second monster. Have we connected alright? This seems to be slower than usual. I think someone's broken off. Usually you can get a sense for when there's been a break-off. Very occasionally you can have a slow load and then everyone's in the hunt together, but that's still not as slow as this. A successful load will be slower, but not this slow. I don't know who broke off, but this is really slow. This is unusual. It was Nordia. That's fine. Nordia was the person who wasn't really communicating anyway. Just joined the room and was tagging along. I don't have anything against that person, but I'm not going to abandon the quest for a person who may not be able to return. That would not be a smart idea. Looks like we're actually starting with this Baroth, seeing as though we're all here. It would make sense. I don't know if the other one is likely to rotate into this area. My guess is that it's fairly unlikely, so I think this would be a good one to start with. He's in his mode where he just wants to chase someone around. Yeah, unfortunately you can see the connection is not that great. We've got C-Jam as blue player here. And Baroth is just, I suppose, jittering around. As long as he more or less stays still, it's fine, but Baroth doesn't do that. Baroth doesn't stay still. Not many monsters do, but some move more than others, and Baroth is one of the monsters that moves more than your average monster, I suppose. So yeah, not much point hoping for a stationary Baroth hunt. He's been fairly docile, though. I've definitely had more aggressive Baroths to deal with. Now, as far as why Lexa is hunting with a gathering set, I couldn't tell you. He was doing that yesterday as well, so apparently it's just how he wants to play. He wants to give himself the challenge of hunting with a gathering set. Again, some people have played so much of the game that they need to do weird shit like that to enjoy themselves. As you do. But I think it's always important to try other Monster Hunter games. There's nothing about Portable Third that's so perfect that you wouldn't be able to enjoy another Monster Hunter game except for this, so play other Monster Hunter games. If you need to use gathering sets in regular hunts to enjoy yourself, that's what I would say. But again, to each their own. I'm assuming it's the high rank gathering set. If it's the low rank one, then wow. Oh dear. Just trying to, yeah, I'm trying to put the cable of my controller under the keyboard that's on my lap. That might prevent it from knocking against anything, and I don't know if it has been knocking against the boom stand. My hope is that it hasn't been, but I haven't really been paying attention to it. You guys might have noticed that I almost never do the elemental burst. It's not because I have a problem with doing the elemental burst, it's just not... Oh my god, what is going on? It's just that I don't really think about it. What is this Baroth doing? He is a very docile Baroth. I can only assume it relates in some way to the connection. Just gonna check something quickly. Yeah, it is really bright now, isn't it? I'll have to make an adjustment to the light after this particular hunt. When I say particular, I mean this monster. I'll do the other monster after I've made an adjustment. Because, you know, you start the recording and it's really downcast and rainy outside, and then the fucking sun comes out during the recording. It's always like that. Obviously, you know, you set things up for one set of lighting conditions and then it just changes drastically and then you have to change it again. It's very annoying. But I don't particularly need to take on the appearance of some pale ghost. Pale illuminated ghost. It was a little bit annoying that we couldn't kill him here, but... yeah. My concern is that we might run into the other one in this area. Yes, I was quite right in worrying about that. Oh. Oh. He's sliding around like he's on ice. Got a knockdown there. I might do another elemental burst. Trying to get it on the front claws, as you can tell. Missed a little bit of that. But the important damage-dealing attack did connect, which is what we want. There we go, one monster left. Now, these guys are going to have to relax for a moment because I need to make a lighting adjustment. But I will sharpen in the meantime, I suppose. I'll be manhandled by a Jagear during that period, but... yeah, I'll be back in just a moment. Looks like I was thrown out of the area, which is fine because the fight is not taking place here. That is a good thing. Okay. That's fine. Sorry, just determining the hair situation. Alrighty. I don't have much white sharpness on this switch axe, but I did sharpen up because I thought it would be appropriate to do so. I think I was at green. Again, I'm generally fine continuing to attack a monster at green sharpness in high rank games. I said it before, but blue sharpness is usually where I go to in G rank, and in high rank I just go green. Particularly because there is no purple. That's what it comes down to. But yeah, this feels like a substantial hunt. It's taking a little bit of time to kill them. That's because Baroth is just a more... I don't know. The word escapes me, I suppose. It's strange, last time I needed that word, I also couldn't think of it. Not sure what's going on with that. But either way. I'm not really wanting to do the elemental burst at this stage. I don't want to hit Lexa accidentally. Yeah, Lexa is really, really not contributing all that much. But it's fine, I don't care. I'm here for fun. And if the hunt feels a little bit more like a hunt as a result, then that's fine. I don't know if we'll manage to get a fourth. My guess is that we will. Seriously. I don't mind getting pounded if it's for good damage, but you're using a dragon hunting horn. And not a super damaging one. Baroth has slowed down. Oh. Wasn't expecting him to be limping already. I feel like this one... No, I know why it feels that way. I was about to say, this one feels like it went faster, it's because I wasn't there for part of the fight. That's why. I personally spent less time attacking it than the last one. But the fight probably took about the same length of time. We could always capture it, but... if I'm that slow in doing that, it's just gonna die. We're gonna talk about it, then we're gonna maybe consider doing it, and then we'll eventually do it, but during the first stage of that, thing's already dead, so there you go. Yells, I was wanting to do Freedom 1, but I don't think there's many people playing that. And I will furthermore say to the audience, whether it be the live one or the VOD audience, that I was wanting to do Freedom 1 today, and I will seek to do more Freedom 1. I haven't done Freedom 1 in a little while, but that's not because I choose not to, it's just because it's generally harder to get a group together for that game. But, and hello tech. But yeah, if I ever can get a group together for it, then I'll be able to record it, and I'll have a good time, no doubt. Freedom 1 and First Generation in general is just refreshing at this stage. There was a time when it was just nothing but misery and it was just unpleasant. And I viewed it as nothing more than a mistake. But once you're used to it, it's just so different to all the other games in how it feels that it's actually refreshing. And it's enjoyable to play. It's a good way to recharge. If you're sort of sick of Monster Hunter, maybe play some First Gen. It does definitely help with, I guess, resetting yourself. It resets your perspective on the series too. I'll let people know that there's a free spot. You can hunt if you want, Yells. Let me know if you do want to. Well, I've got Cot. But if you do want to hunt, then you can say so. This guy's just using full silver Rathalos. This is just what people use if they want something basic that works well. You can't today? Alright. Makes it easier. I don't have to try and kick this guy. Let's see what the next hunt shall be. Apparently someone's having difficulties connecting. A Cantor. Very well. Don't seem to get a Cantor all that much. I'm getting plenty of Puppy Fight, the custom quest, but not all that much of Cantor's showing up, or of Carnlos for that matter. Now, I'll continue with Switch Axe until it's done. That's what I think I'll do. So it'll be a bit of a Switch Axe stream, which is significant because I almost never use Switch Axe, as those of you who've watched me a lot would know. Now, I need to use a separate set for this weapon, because as you can see, I do have Sharpness +1 on this set, which is redundant and unhelpful for this particular weapon, so I will equip this set, which kind of looks nice. I really like the Gold Raytheon set in this game. It looks really nice. Alright. What are we doing? A Cantor. Which I believe was a question mark icon in 2nd gen, wasn't it? I think so. Maybe not, but I think so. I went to mention that because I was quite sure that I knew whether it had an icon or not, but now I'm not so sure. Okay. I'm hoping it doesn't get much brighter than this outside, because then I'll have to start making major changes. Have to start blocking the light from entering my window and all that. Which is a bit more of a task than just lowering the brightness of my room light. Right. Yeah, I'm playing on my PC setup. And always will be. Because it's easy. What I love about it is that it's easy. The problem with my old PC setup was that it took some time to set up. This is what's so great about it. Not only does it feel better to use this setup, it's so much more convenient and so much more comfortable, but there's almost no setup time. All I have to do is connect one cable and it's done. It just works. Got torso up on this set. I don't find myself using Elatrion weapons all that much in this game. I guess most of the monsters that I hunt aren't actually weak to dragon, or primarily weak to dragon, I should say. I always go for the primary weakness. But, yeah. What monsters are weak to dragon in this game? We've got a Cantor, sort of Elatrion, Devil Joe. That might be all of them. Whoa. Hey, Spaceman. Oh, yeah. The, Rathalos monsters. Well, Rathalos and Raytheon, the standard ones. That's true. I didn't really know Amatsu was that weak to dragon, but I guess it would make sense that he is. Most older dragons are. I usually go fire with Amatsu Megatsuji. Now, if I had a flash bomb, that would help, but that was the most delayed flash bomb for that situation I've ever seen. You know, if you're going to throw a flash bomb, throw it, like, at least at some point when we need it thrown, not afterwards. The good thing about this Cantor hunt, as far as showcasing it is concerned, is the fact that this area appears only in this game and nowhere else. I don't know why that happened. Don't know what it was about this location that Capcom were like, no, let's not bring it back. They brought back the Ukanlos location for some reason, but not this one. They used the Ingle Isle instead. Glad I got out of the way of that. There you go. I'm in the mood to aim for the tail, and I think I have Part Breaker, so it should come off without too much difficulty. I do enjoy the sound of dragon in this game, like the elemental effect. It's got this very smooth, almost, I guess, sound of running water type characteristic to it. I don't know, I just like it. But having said that, I really like the sound from 1st and 2nd gen. Oh, it's just become brighter outside. Hopefully not for too long. I'm hoping that it's an occasional, oh, it just got bright outside moment. But if it stays this way, I will have to make a major adjustment to the lighting. Again, there's always something, isn't there? I can never have a hunt just go, or a recording rather, just go perfectly without some sort of difficulty. Again, I don't know how things are going with the 60 FPS. It shouldn't look any different, but yeah. I'm technically streaming at 60 FPS unintentionally right now. If it somehow looks better, then I might continue doing that, but yeah. It sounds like TV static. That's quite a different way of describing it than how I described it. But I suppose it's similar, yeah. Similar to white noise, in a way. In terms of how they would have created the sound from scratch, it would have been pretty damn close to white noise. Could have just walked in there, because I do have high-grade earplugs. It's so fucking bright outside, and it's impossible. I mean, I literally started from almost no natural light at all. It was overcast and raining. Now it's like a bright summer's day. For fuck's sake. How am I supposed to work with that? The reality is that you don't. May as well aim for the back legs. I kind of feel bad for having committed myself to something that's not a weak point for this long. There goes C-Jam. Unfortunate timing on the dig for him. Oh. Unfortunately, the environment prevented me from moving out of the way there. I could have tried to dive, but maybe that would have failed as well. Get your weak point seeing as though you're presenting it to me. Oh. That was a bit aggressive of me. Is Lexi using a gathering set still? God's sake. Yeah, I think the lack of mobility of the switch axe is important. I think if you were to give it more mobility, it would probably just be too strong. Or too easy to use, something like that. I feel like the switch axe is... it should be the way that it is, but I don't like it. If that makes any sense. I don't think that they could have improved upon it, and in my opinion they didn't improve upon it. I actually dislike it even less in 5th generation because of the lack of mobility. They lowered the mobility further. So... yeah, I really don't want to use it in those games. Well, I don't have to worry about that because I don't play those games anyway, but... yeah. After this hunt, I'll need about a minute to change my lighting setup again. That worked. I was about to say, I don't know why I keep changing the target of my attacks, but again, I was well rewarded for that. Don't I have part breaker? What the fuck's going on? I do. When is this tail coming off? I feel like an idiot having committed so much of my time to it. I don't even want a Cantor materials. Oh, for goodness sake. You could not have paralyzed him in a worse place. There's no one here to fucking hit the monster, except for... yeah, there's no one there to hit the monster! That was the dumbest paralysis I think I've ever seen. It is absolutely the case, and I'm not just saying this because I'm, you know, backseat hunting, but when you think you're about to get a paralysis off, you just make sure that everyone's in position. Otherwise, it's a pointless measure to... or it's a pointless process to actually work towards paralysis only to eventually get it off and achieve nothing from it. I don't... Is there an HP condition? No, I don't think so, Gills. In 3rd generation, there is no HP condition for the cutting or breaking of anything. Because, yeah, that would suggest that, I mean, unless it requires cutting damage, like it could reach a threshold and then require cutting damage to be removed at that point. But, of course, it won't just pop off on its own, like, you know, a Chameleo's tail, for example. But as far as I'm aware, there are no thresholds in 3rd generation and above. That was something that was present in 1st and 2nd that they removed, as I understand. May have been the case for older Cantor, but don't think that's how it is here. Well, I never did get that fucking tail. It could have, I could have gotten that done much faster by actually attacking something that was considerably weak for the whole hunt. But fine. I'll take what I can get. And then the fucking... Don't you love it? How now it's become... well, not as bright. Whatever. I won't bother with making any changes to the lighting setup. I'll just hope that the sun behaves itself. But yeah, that was dumb. The fact that I was trying to attack that tail. I don't blame the fact that I was trying, because I do have Partbreaker and I thought it might be nice, but... yeah, apparently trying to solo cut that tail is not worth it. The monster dies before you can get it off. Before you can remove it. It's got a big head. I wonder if there is any sort of lore that connects this monster to Tigrex, because if you look at his face, he's basically just a Tigrex. He's a big, slow Tigrex in design. I just wonder if there's any lore that states that he's basically a highly evolved version of Tigrex, evolved to live in extremely hot conditions, and is also, of course, very old. Well, hammering a Cantor is still fun. See, I got a tail and I didn't even cut the damn thing, so... what am I doing wasting all this time cutting the fucking... or attempting to cut the tail? I don't know. Wasn't all that helpful at all. Okay. I got pinged by someone. About what I don't know. What? Oh, Polar Express, yeah, okay. Polar Express is another Hunsterverse custom quest that involves the killing of 5 monsters, including Ukanlos, in the Ukanlos arena. So we'll give that a try. As far as what weapon I want to use, I'm pretty sure they're all weak to fire, so I should be able to choose that. Let me just check. That old save data detector thing has no real meaning to it. It's always said that. And yeah, it's never been a problem. So that's Polar Express. All weak to fire. Please don't fucking post anything. I need to be the one posting, and I will speed up so that I can get to this box faster. Okay. Equip set. Standard high graded plug set. Fire switch axe. It is a switch axe day today. And it's time for Polar Express. I will try to do some smoke bombing. I don't have much faith in it working, but we can give it a try. Because, you know, I might enter the area and they'll both see me at the same time. We'll see. Smoke bombs for this fight probably aren't totally necessary, but will be helpful. Okay, don't think I've eaten. And I will be eating for, well, drinking in this case, for defense up. That is what I'll do. Hello, Makoto. Alright, so my defense up is here. What would be best? I think Strong Cat relates to your ability to resist knockbacks. Supplier is not going to help because there's actually no item box in this area in this game. They added one in 4th gen, but it's actually not there here. So Supplier won't be helpful at all. I think Groomer is for KO, isn't it? I don't know. There was a time when I knew what all the feline skills did, but that time has long passed. I'll just go with this, because Strong Cat sounds good. Let's look at the description of it. Reduces flinching when transporting carried items. This is not going to be in any way helpful, but whatever. If I decide that I want to transport an egg during this hunt, it'll be easier. Bring cleansers. No, I never do that. It's a nice recommendation, but I never do that. You can break free of things like snow blights so damn quickly in 3rd gen. Bringing thawing agents in Freedom Unite for an Ukanlos hunt is pretty important, but cleansers in this game, well. In the time that it would take for me to cycle through my items and press square on the cleanser, I would have already just broken free of it. Seriously. So, yeah, you just turn on the spot like that and it's gone in maybe 3 or 4 seconds. Closer to 3. Might as well top up my dung bombs here. Just throw a dung bomb at one of these monsters and it just leaves permanently. No, you don't need a sprint. Sprinting is not helpful at all. You can't actually turn on the spot like that while sprinting. Ultimately, just spinning in a circle is what removes it quickly. And you know, there's lots of people who don't even know that. It's very strange. I explained this to this guy here. This guy didn't know that. And I taught him that. So, yeah, I do miss Sky. His title is Sky the Beginner. Yeah, right. Yeah, he played a lot of this game. But the number of times he's hunted all of these monsters, like, what the fuck? He's done 500 Nagakuga, 600 Zenoga, which doesn't shock me at all. Is that another guy coming back? I don't think he is. Oh no. That's right, Lexa is the person hunting. I thought Cot had left for some reason. Apparently I can't look at the list of players and comprehend what's going on. Need to react with the fingers to that. Well, I think we're ready to go. Oh, Lexa is still joining up. With the PSP games, it takes a while to load the DLC quests. Whether it's official or otherwise. I'm sick of seeing this 420 cat. Yeah, he does take this hunt more seriously. Apparently he really likes this hunt, and he specifically asked yesterday that if we hunted again, or that next time we do hunt, we do Polar Express, so I completely forgot about that. About that? Can we not add extra syllables to words that don't require them? That'd be great, thanks Doomlink. But yeah, this will be a bit of a lengthy hunt. I'm going to hope that I can smoke bomb successfully here. If not, then it'll be a bit dumb. Did it work? I think so. I don't think Lagombi's seen us. So we'll deal with you first. Because this is a large area, we have to be careful not to... Yeah, Lugombi hasn't seen us. Now, Cot might ruin it. Because he's using a bow, and his arrows might stray from his target and actually hit Lugombi, which would be stupid, but... yeah. My hope is that he's more careful than that. My hope is that Lexa doesn't find this to be too boring. You know, if he was wanting to do this quest for the challenge and I'm ruining the challenge for him, then I can only apologize, but... yeah, this feels a bit more sensible to me. Unfortunately, my DPS goes down quite considerably in ensuring that I'm placing smoke bombs when the... oh, fuck me sideways. It's alright, at least we've got a way to get across. Can't do any drop attacks here, obviously, because there are no dynamics like that in 3rd generation. Yeah, I'm not really going to support masochistic tendencies. Alright, I'm not going to throw any more smoke bombs. I'm going to save 5 for the next one. The next one's more important, because the next is Jade Baroth and Glacial Argnaktor. That's pretty annoying, so we'll do what we can here. I really should be aiming for the win. I do have Partbreaker, so if I can break that nice and quickly, that'd be great. Someone in the chat yesterday was like, Partbreaker is the worst fucking skill in the whole game. I think it's fine. Alright. Lugombi's probably going to see us momentarily. You don't need a ping. Look, I don't have an infinite supply of smoke bombs, Lexa. I understand that it might be convenient for you if I did have that many, but maybe you can fucking contribute, you know what I mean? Imagine pinging like that. I think I can see that the smoke has stopped. I'm not that hard of sight, or hard of seeing, whatever people say. But yeah, I mean, we're out of range of the Lugombi, so if we can stay here, that'd make life easier. But as if I'm going to spend all of my smoke bombs in the easier of the 2 hunts, that would be really dumb. Now, of course, I will be able to drop a... oh, actually, I will use a Mega Potion here. This is all Mega Potion cards. What was I going to say? It'll be easy to know when to drop a smoke bomb for the next round of 2 monsters, because the bodies of these ones will disappear. And that'll basically alert me to the fact that I need to... oh god, what was that? That'll alert me to the fact that I need to drop a smoke bomb. As far as which one we'll start with, I think we should start with Jade Baroth, because I think he's the more annoying one to deal with if you're focusing on another monster. The C-Jam is not a good host for me, that is for absolutely for sure. Again, I try to host, but it doesn't always go that well. I think it was the same hosting system in 3 Ultimate, actually. Maybe it's always been the same. It's just especially noticeable here when someone else is hosting a different monster, because... I don't know if I can call it the netcode. You probably wouldn't call it the netcode. I don't even know, I'm not a game designer, but the point is that whatever the network setup for this game is, it fucking sucks. Because poor connectivity is really noticeable. And it actually prevented me from playing Port of the Third for quite some time, because every time I played it, it was like this. And I was just thinking, why would I do that to myself? Now the funny thing about this hunt is that it is built upon an Ukanlos hunt. It's not like a standard hunt that's been put in this location. That's not how it works. They literally made changes to an Ukanlos hunt. They've delayed Ukanlos' spawn, and they've added other monsters. Now, The reason why I say that is because, due to that, the music never stops. So when these two are dead, the music will continue. So, it's kind of funny. Whoa, what the fuck was that? Don't think I've seen a monster lag that hard before. That was shocking. I'm really surprised this Lagombi's taking so many hits. I'm not going to sharpen because it's Lagombi. I'll sharpen afterwards. And then it'll be smoke bomb time again. Can't believe Lexa pinged when the smoke ran out. Quick, place another one. You place one. Now, you don't need a ping for the placement of a smoke bomb. We can wait until the... See, I don't even know what that was supposed to mean. But, yeah, I can wait until the monsters start to despawn. Because nothing will appear in this area until these two have completed their despawn process. So I will watch carefully for that moment. The music continues, but you can see that none of us are currently being seen by a monster, which is weird. I thought maybe it would keep us in combat, like it would say that something had seen us the entire time, which is why the music would play. Why are you going over there? No, you're going to be outside of the smoke. Get over here. Come on. Okay. I was worried about that. I didn't know you could mine in this location, to be completely honest, but... yeah, that was a surprise. Please don't tell me the quest glitched out. Okay, good. There's a delay. Quite a delay. I'd like to bring... Could you please... Yeah. Don't attack with your bow just yet. Fuck. Did they both see us? It was Agnaktor that saw us. Thank God for that. That was scary. Well, thank you for the pinging. It's extremely helpful. I'm really worried about these bow people. Frustratingly, one of the smokes that I threw wasn't really used to any real benefit. Like, we weren't able to get hits in during it, so... you know, we have to try and do what we can here, and I will try to contribute whilst dropping smoke bombs. It's just, you can't be attacking the whole time, because as you're attacking, you sort of lose track of time. Just lowers your DPS as a result. Oh. I'm gauging how much time I have to attack. I do have quite some time to attack, so... I'll persist for a little longer. You can basically see when the smoke is starting to dissipate, and then you can just drop another one. Wouldn't be the most efficient way to do it. You could technically just wait until... you know, you'd only be saving yourself a few seconds, like 2. But if you wanted to be super efficient, you could do it in a different way to how I was doing it there. Yeah, unfortunately, we are going to have to deal with 2 at the same time, but there you go. If we could... C-Jam, if you could get over here and we can avoid having this barrel see us, that would be awesome. This is actually working out very nicely. Oh fuck, he just saw us. I'm surprised he saw us from that distance. I did want to attack the barrel first, because he would die faster, and he's also kind of annoying to leave alive in this situation, but that's fine. Good flash bomb. I don't mind a flash bomb if it works. And that worked very well. We're doing pretty well with Agnaktor here. I think he will be dead pretty soon. There we go. Nicely done, guys. That was nicely done. And now there are no more 2 monsters at the same time. We'll be killing this Jade Baroth on his own, and then it will be Ukanlo's time. Sadly, yeah, you can very clearly see this one's being hosted by CJ. Oh my god. I need a hot drink. This connection is so sad that words fail. Who's not charging their bow? Is it Cot or CJ? I haven't really been watching. Oh, great. Cot is running around. So many people just don't know. For fuck's sake. See, this is the stupidity. Literally, okay, this is the situation. When one person has been hit with Snowblight, that is one person unable to deal damage. Now, if the rest of the team has to try and fucking break the person out of the Snowblight, you've lost 2 or maybe even 3 people dealing damage. So one Snowblight can actually resolve in the DPS just slowing, like grinding to a halt. Because that person apparently can't just fucking turn on the spot and remove themselves from the confines of that blight in like 3 seconds. Instead, they're going to run around and try to get people to hit them. And it's just so stupid. I don't know why it's this unknown knowledge. Ugh. I will actually sharpen up there. I feel like it was thanks to the poor connectivity that I was able to avoid that attack. I feel like he slid out of my range. Oh my god. Oh shit. Alright. Rid myself of that. Oh, it's more like 5 seconds, okay. Guess I was being a bit dramatic, but... Oh, for fuck's sake. See, Cot knows how to remove himself of it. Or, well, maybe he watched and observed what I just did, because he wasn't doing that before. I don't know. Whatever. CJM's just running. These are people who need cleansers. Ow. But yeah, we've basically succeeded in this hunt. We just need to take some time to kill this one, and then Ukanlos comes afterward. I don't know if it's a full health Ukanlos. It may be, may not be. I don't know what the rewards are for this quest. We're going to find out together. If it's anything like Puppy Fight, I think we'll be getting a few talismans from it. Oh. Yeah, at least you give it a good reward for a quest like this. I feel like this Baroth has been taking more of a hit than the Glacial Agnaktor. He's given that impression. Half the time I don't know what he's doing because of the fucking laggy fight. so funny that even when he's standing on the spot, he's still moving. Oh god. See, he just went out of my range. I think it's time to die, Jade Baroth. Your time is at an end, and you've overstayed your welcome. I do love the big stationary overhead swing. It looks really good, and as I understand it, it's the highest motion value attack of the Switch A. Motion value is usually pretty logical. You can get a pretty good idea for what deals the most and what has the least motion value just based on how the weapon moves and how easy it is to perform the attack. Alright, Tsukanlo's time. Took 15 minutes to do that. Why are you heading north? I'm not sure why that's been done. Is there a box there? I don't think there is. Not sure what the point of that was. Whatever, maybe it was to rest in the bed, but I don't think you need to. Whatever. Maybe there is a box and I didn't see it, but I don't think there is one. And the music continues. Oh, he's sending his Mega Potions home. Yes, that's true. Makes sense. I mean, if you want to do that. That's a good point. Hadn't even considered that possibility. Nice head. What a big horn. It's the Gen Moran headpiece. Alright, I've never seen an Ukanlo spawn before, so... Whoa! Now I have. Just, he turns up there. I was thinking, is he gonna... Are we gonna get to see him fly? He's gonna fly down. Flying wyvern, you know. He never shows us his flight. So. Yeah, instant transmission. I have to say, this Ice Blight with limited stamina is not a good thing. Oh, that's why they call him the Flying Wyvern, because he jumps real far. He tries to fly, but he's unable to, but they just sort of call him a Flying Wyvern anyway. I think they call him a Flying Wyvern because that's what the skeleton is. I can't actually run anywhere right now. If you could stop jumping around. I've never seen an Ukanlo's cover so much fucking ground. This is unbelievable. If you could just relax for a moment. Fuck me. But yeah, I'm assuming this one's full health, so... We'll be here for probably another 7 or 8 minutes. I'm not sure how fast this team can kill an Ukanlo's, but... It'd be nice if we could... No, we aren't gonna do this quest under 20 minutes, I don't think. That'd be pretty good, though. That'd be impressive. Is he sleeping? He's fucking sleeping! Or he was. I don't think I've ever seen someone put an Ukanlo's to sleep. That's fucking weird. I've never seen it. No one's ever tried it in any of the hunts I've done. That's funny. I just realised that, you can't capture Ukanlo's, so your only opportunity to watch him sleep is to put him to sleep yourself. And I missed my opportunity because someone wasn't paying attention. One of the bow guys. He literally saved his sleep coatings for that moment. And it was squandered. That is a very scary attack, but very cool. Complete with a big ice tornado. So even if you're safe from the roar and the flinch, you might still be hit by a falling ice block. Alright. Get in there and deal some damage if I can. Ice Blight with this much stamina is just... you may as well not have stamina, honestly. I got a bit excited and wasn't watching my charge level on the switch out. Thank you for that review of the Bukanlos music there. 20 minutes in. Anyone joining now is going to be like, why is it taking these guys 20 minutes to hunt Bukanlos? Ah, fucking... oh, there's your ice laser. Better to call it ice beam. I think so. Thank you, Doomlink. We went over this yesterday, but that recording's not being uploaded. To enlighten those who don't know, who is basically everyone, I accidentally referred to the Amatsu Magatsuchi water beam as a water laser beam, and I'm thinking, well, there's nothing about that that involves a laser. It's laser focused, but there's no reason to call it a laser beam. You're already calling it a water beam, so leave the laser part out of it. I think the word beam is descriptive enough of its focused nature. I can't fucking see anything. Imagine if we died here. Oh, I don't know what you're doing. What were you just doing? Oh! Oh, it's not Ice Blight that... well, I did have Ice Blight, but I had forgotten to drink a hot drink. I'll drink one, but... fuck, that's why I was losing my stamina so rapidly. Well, I'll have to continue the rest of this hunt without stamina. The reason why I don't have stamina recovery items is because I'm so used to doing short hunts that really don't require more stamina than what I get from the 150 from the hot spring, so... yeah. I just don't have those items in my inventory. I guess I could put energy drinks in my inventory because that has an additional purpose, but... I don't know. At this stage, I'm doing what I can with red stamina. Oh, I can't get out of the way. Don't have the stamina to do it. Uh-oh. Don't really want to get hit by that. Oh, hopefully... yeah, no one was in the way of that beam. Oh god, I can't see anything. There goes his chin. Do his elemental weaknesses change when the chest is broken like a Cantor? Because a Cantor's elemental weaknesses change when the chest breaks. I think he becomes less weak in general to everything. Could be wrong, but that's referring to a Cantor. A Carlos, I don't know. Probably not. I'll be aiming for the chest anyway. Oh. I've got a fully charged switch axe, so it's sword mode time. Can't see anything. If there are ever these situations where nothing can really be seen, and it's in any way confusing, I can assure you it's a whole lot more confusing for me. I'm the one who has to actually try to hunt. And if I can't see anything, it's problematic. Ugh! See, I'm not so much worried about the laser. Stop saying laser. I'm not so much worried about the ice beam as I am worried about the shit that flies out of the ground at you during the beam. That's the scary part. There you go. I don't have the stamina to actually get to a weak point of the monster. There you go. Nicely done, everyone. Good hunt. It's definitely a long haul, but every now and again I don't mind doing it. To get my mega potions. There we go. We'll do some thank you commands. This seems way too fucking slow. Fuck. I was so slow that I only got one. I usually get two. I am running on empty at the moment. Oh, poor character. Oh, I can get more mega potions. No. Don't end the quest. Thank God there's that one guy in the group that has really shit connection to us and it actually prolongs the time that we're in the, what do you even call that? I wouldn't call it quest outro. How would I refer to that? It doesn't matter. Oh, Makoto, you are one of the people playing. I thought you were, but wasn't too sure. Pretty happy with these rewards. Where's my Lagombi stuff? Yeah, mostly you can't lose stuff, but yeah, it's some heavy armor spheres. Oh, that's a decent number. Got 20 charms out of that. That's pretty good. I'll definitely take it. Let's check the time warns. Protection 7, punish draws. Good, I guess. I'll take it. There's a bit of garbage around here. I'll just get... Obviously, I'm on a table that's giving me Pierce. Got 3 talismans. All Pierce level 4. Or Pierce up 4. Well... Handicraft 3 1 slot's not terrible, but... I mean, some might think it is, but in Portable Third, that's still a pretty decent talisman. But I'm not in need of it. Nicely done, guys. What do I need? What's missing here? Oh, I had smoke bombs there. Yeah. Let's check out next time. Oh, looks like Lexa got a new Carnlos stone. Alrighty. What's next on the agenda? 2 Ludroth. We'll do the regular in purple. And I'll probably... I don't want to keep using this same switch axe, but I get... No. Should I? I'll bring Elemental Heavy Bowgun. It's only Ludroth. I can bring combination materials for fire if I really want to, but... Yeah, it's only Ludroth. I might bring combination materials just in... No, I won't, actually. I will not. Elemental Heavy Bowgun, thank you. Now, what is my... You know what? I'm going to go and get some honey. I'm going to speed up. Forgive me. Okay. My honey situation is not too bad. I've still got about 100. It's just I never go to the farm. So, I almost inevitably have to grind my honey instead of just collecting it after every hunt. Which is a bit dumb, but whatever. How far through this are we? An hour and 16 minutes? I should be able to survive. The point is, I'm kind of fucking starving, but that's alright, it's my fault. What hunt is it again? 2 Ludroth, so I'll post... regular and purple. Better bring my whetstones. No, I just top it up generally. Normal 2 and fire should be enough. I happen to have 60 in the box, which is convenient. Let's go and eat. That's important. Now, you guys are probably getting sick of me saying eat, when there is actually no eating taking place, but you have to understand that referring to it as eating is just, it's so deeply ingrained within me that it's just going to happen. It's just weird to say I'm going to go and drink, or sit in the hot spring. Eat is a single word and it describes what I'm trying to get across quite clearly, so yeah, I will say eat. And you're going to have to live with it. Alright. May as well top up my nullberries, although I may not have any. What's my nullberry situation? Where are my berries? Is a good question. Where are my berries? I don't have any fucking berries. Am I blind? I'm blind. Here they are. Where are my berries? I'm literally staring at them. Is Jam still hunting? He seems to be. Oh, I received a guild card. Oh. Oh! Cot is the one watching the live stream. Receive item, take item, there you go. Nullberry maximum. Oh, hold on, I'll put these ones away. It's very nice of you. Thank you. I do appreciate that. I'll have to farm them. And I do literally mean farm them. Plant them in the farm and then try to collect more in so doing. I'll just make sure that Jam's still playing. Otherwise, we'll try to get a fourth. No. Would have been nice to have been told. I don't think he said at any point, that's my last hunt. My guild hall, 1 slot, 3 for high rank hunts. Don't know what that guy's talking about. I have advertised the fact that there is a free slot. I'll wait at least a little bit, but again, we're perfectly capable of 3-manning this hunt, but yeah. If it doesn't seem like anyone's coming, then we'll just go. And they can join during the quest or something. Yeah, let's go. Again, trying to keep my controller cable underneath my... whatever you call it, keyboard. Alright. So yeah, 2 things for the setup, speakers and a wireless controller. Would be great. But just being able to record portable third in this way is so good. I love it. I don't think it's really hit me just how good it is yet. Hunts are treating me well today. Life is treating me well today. Better than yesterday. Alrighty. So again, just for a bit of trivia, this was the first game where Siege Mode, or Crouch Fire, existed. Wasn't really able to get anything done there. But basically, Siege Mode here was probably its most balanced form of Siege Mode, because they actually made an attempt to add a level of difficulty to it. So you have to first select the shot. So I have to press circle to select this. If I want to change shots, I would press triangle or X to change. And then you do that. But when you aim down the sight, it's actually this tunnel-visioned scope. Now you can actually see that there are slight, or almost slits, being partially covered by the heads-up display, at least in the top left, that allows you to see. It's kind of strange, but yeah, it's like this scope. And that lack of visibility, I think, is a fair balancing measure for Crouch Fire. It doesn't really achieve all that much, I do agree, but, you know, it's an attempt to make it so that it's not too strong. I will actually move on to normal now. Oh, well, there you go. I do have Quick Sheath on this set. Annoyingly, and I've talked about this before, for some reason in this game they've got element attack written as +1. It's totally unnecessary because there is only one level of elemental attack up. So, normally if it's just a single level 10-point skill, they don't say +1. It's dumb. It implies that there is a higher level than that. That was a nice quick kill though, as you'd expect. I mean, Ludroth is pretty weak already, but this is a reduced health Ludroth, given that it is a double quest. I like how you can literally see my arse. Well, not actually my arse, but more like my underwear. With this. Or are they shorts? I don't know, it looks more like a major arse shot right now. Arse and panties, anyway. This armor is just very strange. Oh, well, couldn't have paralyzed him in a better spot. Seriously. I think this purple Ludroth is going to die faster than the other one, just because I've been able to get all these shots out really quickly. Thank you, Bernard. I'd rather not have to shield that good. Fuck. Lexa is a much better host, by the way, you can tell. There's a little bit of latency there, but it's nothing like that Jam's guy, who was hosting in the previous hunt that we did. Oh, sorry, I can't crouch fire this. Ludroth sort of smacked me and was like, "What are you doing? You can't crouch fire that." It's funny how he has a different turning animation to regular Ludroth. Oh. Make sure that you don't limp out, that would be dumb. This one is taking a bit longer to die. There we go. Good hunt. Get some Ludroth material if I ever wanted it. You know, there are probably some purple Ludroth weapons that I can make in this game that I haven't made. So, I'm happy to take purple Ludroth materials. I still haven't really made all the status weapons that I wanted to make in this game. I don't know why. I go and make all the elemental weapons for every weapon type, and then I just get lazy and I don't bother with the status weapons. It has happened in a few games, and this is one of them. So I'll have to get on that. Just as long as I don't need dumb shit like Nahabra materials or monster broth or shit like that. Speaking of which, I do still need monster broth to make the Gaia Smite. Yeah, I enjoy having paralysis stuff as well, but for some reason it's a low priority, and I don't think I have a good paralysis Blade Master setup in this game. I of course have a status set for gunning, but I don't think I have a status weapon in this game that's, you know, actually has paralysis value on it. Torrent sack. Alright. There you go. Oh, that's a shame. Gravios is shortened to Grav. Should be Grady. Gravy boy. Black Tigrex. Alright. Looks like we got Abayu. That's the reason why I post quests in Lobby A. There's Lobby A, B, and C, just to give you more space to hunt, basically. In case all of Lobby A is full, you can go to B. I put something away that I didn't mean to put away. I think it was nullberries. Let's get those back. There's the gunlance I was talking about. I need monster broth to make that. But yeah, Black Tigrex, I will actually bring this same set, because I can shoot both water and thunder and be effective. So I will do that. Sort of a weird hunt to do crouch fire with, but should be fine. What am I doing? Yeah, it's HR6. I don't want to do the double quest because I just don't want to run the risk of someone hosting the other Tigrex and having a really shit connection with me. You know, if Abayu hosted it, it would probably be really chaotic. I just have that feeling. Most of the people who just join random rooms are just phone users that have terrible internet. Not all of them, but a good number of them. Again, it's not even so much that everyone's internet is terrible, it's just latency is much less forgiving in Portable Third because of how it's designed. It's a real shame. Let's see if I've got water shots in my box. I sure do. I don't like stocking up on so many shots in my box. There's just no real need for it. If I start to run out of space in my box, and it's bound to happen eventually, much like it did happen in 3 ultimate, I'll just remove all of these elemental shots from it. The only shots that you should keep in your box are the ones that need to be combined for. The ones that you can actually buy in here, like for example Crag 2 and 3, makes sense to keep those in your box. But anything that can be purchased here, as far as I'm concerned, has no business being in your box. So I'll try to cull that. And in fact, it would make sense if I did that in 3 Ultimate as well. Strange that that never crossed my mind. But yeah, that would be a good way to cut down on slots uses. How do I phrase that? It will free up space in my box. Let's keep it simple, Doomlink. 3 of us actually spawned at camp. I guess Lex is going to be soloing the monster for a little bit. Unless he wants to do some mining, which would probably be a good idea. I don't have a pickaxe on me, and I really should. But whatever. I didn't bring any combination materials for elemental shots, because I personally think that this should be plenty. 120 elemental shots plus 76 normal should be more than enough for a single black Tigrex, I'm hoping. Now, it makes sense to mine. If you've just spawned in a really good mining area, then may as well do some mining. It makes sense. Because mining equals chance for time-worn charms, which equals chance for a decent talisman. Start off with water shots, because that is the primary weakness. Yeah, it does depend on your inventory tech. Some people have more space than others. Well, actually, no matter what. When you're mining, you basically have to... presuming you're not making a special event of it. If you're in a normal hunt and you're mining, you'll have to actually remove some mined items that you don't really need. Yeah, this is going to be a weird hunt for Crouchfire. He's either going to be out of my range or hitting me, so we'll have to see how things go. He might not be out of my range, it's just that elemental shots don't have the sort of range that other shots have. Although that's pretty fine, there's nothing wrong with that. See, I can't shoot that far, no way. Yeah, everyone likes this subspecies, he's cool. It's criminal that he never made it into 3 Ultimate. Can't believe that he didn't. Well, Lexa is getting very excited. As you do. Oh, there you go. How good was that? Shouldn't have loaded my shots there like that. What the hell is Lexa doing? Are you fucking kidding me? You went to all that trouble to put down a pitfall trap and ping like 3 or 4 times to get people in it, and then you go and start mining during the trap. What the fuck? It's like a troll. Anyway. I don't really care. At least 3 out of 4 people were dealing damage during it. At least I think so. Maybe it took them a while to get to the trap. Good timing on that flashball. Yeah. Typical Hunsterverse hunters. I'm glad that I can still remain in that position despite having run out of ammo, because it was thanks to that I could shield that attack that was coming. I don't force you to leave Crouchfire. Oh god. I was a bit worried that I'd be caught in the hitbox for the second run. Might use regular potions here. Don't want to use too many megas. Oh, someone's dropping meat. It's better to wait for when he's actually hungry. Oh, damn it. I was hoping I was out of range. Oh. See, the last thing I want to do is to go to the trouble of crouching and then immediately have to shield something. At least I have 3 shots loaded in the chamber under those circumstances, but still, feels like a bit of a waste of time. Ugh. Turn around. Fucking shooting in the sky, real helpful. I only just got onto thunder shots and he's already limping. God. At least the team's doing good work. I'm not sure where he's headed, so I will cycle serum. He might be going straight to the... like straight out of the volcano area, but don't think he is. Oh no, yeah, he's going straight out of the volcano area. Unless he's going to 6. Yeah, he's heading to 6. That's why I bring Psycho Serums. I wouldn't have guessed that he would go straight to 6, to sleep. I mean, I know that he sleeps in 6, but... yeah. Alexa... oh, I was about to say, Alexa must be very confused. No, he's just mining. Just mining. Mining his own business, huh? Which he is. His mining is not someone else's business, that's for sure. Oh. No, 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 I don't have the stamina. I barely have the stamina for that. Oh my god. I mean, come on. You eviscerated my stamina. There's nothing I could have done. Oh, well. I mean, what I could have done was not walk in that direction in that moment, but... I've just been fucking denied my calms, practically. What a load of garbage. Warning. I don't have the ammo, we're not doing it. But it gives me the time to carve, at least. Yeah, Makoto, if you could return home once you've carved, that'd be great. Because I'm going to be here. I don't want them to think that I want to do the warning. But I do want my calves, so... Alright. Hopefully they realise that I haven't returned, because I do want to get my calves. I'm sure Lexa would be willing to do the warning, but... yeah, I don't know what the monster is. But more importantly, I do not have the ammo for it. I kind of do, but not really. I think I would run out of ammo, and I don't want to be in that situation. That would be pretty shit. Not sure what Lexa's doing. Alright. They waited just in case. Which is fine. Lexa called you a pussy for leaving. Well, I'll let, hold on. Seemed like it was a joke. So let's not run out of time to get the rewards now. Got my calves, but I missed out on my rewards. Nah, should be fine. Okay, so that's right, need to go and work out what the next hunt is. Random. Why do I have to think about it? Oh. Well, okay, we can do it again, I don't really care. I'll try to let the party know that I want Lexa to be the second person to join. Alrighty. Now, my concern, because I don't think Abayu is in the chat, is that he might join the quest first, which would be really annoying. I don't want that. I'll use the same setup. We'll be hunting the same monsters. I don't mind. Which means that I shouldn't be here at the box. If I'm using the same setup, what am I doing with myself? Anyway. Say one thing, do something different. Makoto, if you could leave the room so that I could kick the sniper, that would make life easier. It's just faster than trying to kick outside of the hall. Now, I don't think I have True Quest Owner on this posted quest, but I think I could still one vote. Well, it seems that the person left anyway. Come back in, Makoto, because I think that person's moved on anyway. Okay. Whoops, wrong fucking quest. No. Wrong quest, and I don't want Abayu to be posting. Or not posting, but rather joining first. I don't trust their internet. We're gonna find out. I'm gonna wait until Lexa is here, and then I'm gonna try to facilitate Lexa's joining first. This is a pretty good gathering set there. Look at that. Nothing wrong with that. Just waiting for Lexa to come. Fortunately, Abayu is doing that animation, which means that he will be slower getting to the quest board, which is good. I'm going to great lengths to get Lexa to be the blue player, but whatever. Okay, now I can post. Don't want to sound like I'm clamoring. Fuck, Abayu's standing up again. Ugh. Come on. I'm gonna be watching, but yes! Get to that quest board, Lexa. Very good. I'm watching to make sure that Lexa picks it up first. Come on. No! Fuck! Post it again. Fuck, come on, Lexa. Please. Go, 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 get to the quest board, go! I explained this to you. I need you to join it first. If RBU beats you again... Thank you. Fuck. Goodness me. Now, I don't think I sat in the water. I did not. Didn't sit in the water. It's so silly, isn't it? I enjoy the hot spring system. I think it's interesting. I wouldn't want it for all of the games, but I like it. But it's so dumb to refer to it as sitting in the water and drinking my drinks. Got sharpshooter, which is good. That'll be helpful. I will actually bring combination materials for water. I probably won't bother bringing... Oh, I suppose I could bring combination materials for... I've actually got a bit of space, so yeah. Oh, I've got a bit of space because I don't have any ammo in my inventory, that's why. Water, thunder... I will get my normal level 2 out of the box because I think I have quite a bit in there. Like, way too much. And... Husk berries... Yeah, I actually don't have much space at all. I'll bring wet fish. And I'm not going to bring any combo books because I just don't have the space. So I'll settle for whatever it is, 80% chance to have a successful combine. Okay. We are good to go. Crossing my fingers that it doesn't get any brighter than this outside. Otherwise, you know, it'll cause trouble. Yeah, it definitely is tech. The quest host system is awful. I mean, the system is fine. I suppose the system is fine for hosting. It's just that connectivity is really poor. So it's very important that... What? Abba, you still ended up as the blue player? I watched Lexa join first. Well, we're going to find out. Fine. We're going to find out what the RBU monster host is going to look like. This is the first monster, so technically I'm hosting this one. But we're going to find out how the Black Tigrex is. I'm a bit worried. Oh, I hadn't even considered that, Muckleton. So if a person is hosting the quest and their mobile device is really bad, they can actually end up giving everyone a really crap connection to the monster because they're running at less than 30 FPS. And hosting. God, hadn't even thought of that. Stop shooting in this car. That would be an interesting challenge. Challenge idea. Crouch fire but without aiming. Hip fire only crouch fire. Sounds easier than it is. I'm not actually going to do it, but maybe it's not that hard after all. It's probably one of those things that you can get used to it pretty quickly. Aiming upwards is hard. If you're just hip firing from a standard position, it's not a big deal. I'm glad that Lexa has decided not to solo that Black Tigrex. Possibly due to the fact that it's super laggy. I'm just assuming, like, I have no basis upon which to assume that that monster is laggy, except that RBU is not participating in the Discord chat. I understand that you are pinging for a trap, Lexa. I saw the first ping. Hopefully I'm not too close to the trap to take a hit when he falls in it. That's usually not an issue in 3rd generation. Why am I shooting fucking water? Oh my god, I'm being an idiot. I'm shooting water shots on a regular Tigrex for the love of god. What a waste. I'm being really stupid. This isn't the Black Tigrex, Doomlink. For fuck's sake. I'm glad I worked it out before the trial. For a second I thought, Nubba, you prevented the monster from getting in the trap. That would have been really annoying. Suppose I can do this. When I say hip fire only, I don't mean using this aiming system, okay? You heading off, Yells? Catch you later. Yeah, that was really stupid of me. I'm glad that I... Oh, 85%, that's pretty good. I am glad that I brought combination materials for water. Turns out that it's quite necessary, because I'm being an idiot. Alright. Why am I crouching? So I'm assuming that the one over there is the one that we're chasing. And by saying the one over there, that is so specific and not at all confusing. The one over there, yeah, I make no attempt to point, or even if I were to point at my... I'm gonna, for the lack of confusion, I'll just call it television screen. It's large enough to be a television screen, it's technically not a television. But whatever. Lexa has a bit of a thing with pinging. Reminds me of, who was I playing with who was pinging like crazy? Who wasn't? Oh, Linux. I was hunting with Linux and he just loves to ping. He is ping happy. You better believe it. He pings for everything, like that's how he communicates in a hunt. So he'll ping for various reasons during a hunt. I might actually do 2 live streams today. It would make sense to do that because I'm not streaming as often these days, so it would make sense to, on a day that I am streaming, get a live stream done. But you know what, more than that, I didn't really get a good one yesterday, so I should make up for it by getting 2 good ones today. And if I can do Freedom 1, that would be great. It doesn't necessarily have to be Portable Third, we'll see what I end up doing, but I'll do 2 streams today. But the second one will take place after I've actually eaten. By the way, this is a fucking big black Tigrex. I think he might be... No, he might not be a gold crown, but he's definitely at least a silver crown. But you can just tell he's really quite... He's beefy, he's fat. Now, this host actually doesn't seem too bad. I guess I was being a bit dramatic, but... Yeah, the host is fine. I'm glad. You can tell that it's not me hosting it, but it's still... it's fine. Please don't just walk in front of my elemental shots. I knew he was going to do it. This guy, he's one of those people who doesn't sheathe their weapon to get to the monster faster. He's just going to slowly walk to the monster and in fact line up with me while I'm shooting. What are you doing? Goodness sake. Oh dear. The reason why I don't shoot is because you need to be in a state of not having shot your gun for, I think, a full second before you can actually shield. Might even be a bit longer than a full second, but yeah, it just means that you don't want to be shooting too aggressively if you're expecting to need to shield. You can sneak a shot in if you're game, but I'm not. I'm playing it safe. Oh, yeah, he's still in range. I was a bit worried that he was going to jump out of my range, but it was alright in the end. It depends on who you're playing with tech, but it can be a problem, yeah. Particularly in the Portable Third community. Because some people just have terrible connectivity, but more than anything else it is the fact that Portable Third is really bad with connectivity in general. Because the PSP, for whatever reason, can't handle that hosting system. It just doesn't work smoothly. Unfortunate as it is. I hope he's only going to that area and he's not going. Oh, he's going all the way down. No, don't go that way, guys. Bad idea. They have taken the most circuitous route possible to get to that Tigrex. And it's that was pretty funny timing. As soon as I got in there, like there wasn't even a moment that passed where I wasn't in a cutscene when I entered that area. As soon as I entered, it was just, yeah, monster's dead. That's pretty good. Alright. Hopefully it wasn't too, how do I say, repetitive that we did this hunt after having done a single black Tigrex, but, you know, I need to get in the habit of saying Tigrex. I say Tigrex because, well, I can tell you why I have a rather American pronunciation for a lot of the monsters that I hunt. The reason why is because one of the first, you know, commentating YouTubers that I watched for Monster Hunter was Social Dissonance back in the Try days. And he is obviously American, so a lot of the pronunciations I picked up from him. Not all of them, but some of them, yeah. Like Raytheon instead of Rathian, and Tigrex instead of Tigrex, and all of that. I always had my own pronunciation for, like, Lagia Cruz, but he says Lagia Cruz, I think. But yeah, I'd like to get in the habit of saying Tigrex if I can. Which would make going back to older recordings really annoying, because I'd be, you know, I would establish that the pronunciation is Tigrex, and then, you know, you'd see these older recordings of me saying Tigrex. What the hell is that? That screenshot. What the fuck? It's gross. It's just his face. Alright. How far are we through this? We'll do one more hunt. Barioth and Jade Baroth. Very well. Can do. I'm now over the 100 line for heavy bowgun. I'll actually bring normal heavy bowgun. No, we want to go to equip current set, Doomlink, thank you. I don't have much space to name my sets in this game. I mean, you can't even name your sets in Freedom Unite, but yeah, set naming was introduced in Try. But I think there was a bit more space in Try than in this game. My ultimate point was going to be that I would prefer to name this set normal HBG, but I don't have the space for that, so it's just called normal. But the thing is, I don't really use normal light bowgun. It's just not appropriate. Because the thing is, single shot normal light bowgun is, in my opinion, you want as much damage as you can get when shooting normal. You want, you know, a high damage heavy bowgun, and you want sharpshooter and normal up. Because normal can be a weak shot type if you don't support it with the skills and the best attack that you can get with the weapon. I feel that light bowgun doesn't help with that. So therefore, the only reason why you would use light bowgun for normal is to use rapid fire. But rapid fire normal actually is entirely non-conducive to shooting normal shots, because normal, as a shot type, rewards accuracy. and rapid fire decreases accuracy. Because instead of getting all of your damage out in that one window of opportunity that presents itself, you're probably getting only part of your damage out, because basically the full damage of the shot is spread out across 3 shots or more, depending on whether you've got bonus shot or not. And oftentimes, you know, that window is not long enough or wide enough to get all of those shots on target. Like, it might be a head that's moving around, you just are far less accurate with rapid fire normal, so you shouldn't do it. Long story short, if you're going to use a normal gun setup, I think heavy bowgun is the way to go. If you have to do light bowgun, then just have it be single shot. That makes a whole lot more sense. I'll need to get some needleberries, maybe. Yeah. I don't have many, but that's fine. I don't think I'll need many combination materials for this. It's getting a bit bright outside, but whatever. And by a bit, I mean very bright. Off we go. I wasn't able to get sharpshooter, but that's fine. Well, it's not really a crime that Stygian didn't make it into Portable Third because Capcom hadn't thought of him yet. It's very rare that you'll get a flagship that like a flagship monster that then has a subspecies. The reason why Zinogre didn't have a subspecies in this game is because they didn't want to steal Zinogre's thunder. They wanted the focus to be on Zinogre the monster. If you give him a subspecies, then I don't know, it takes the attention away from it. So it's natural to just have the one monster in the first game that it appears, and then give him a subspecies later on. Fuck right off. I'm glad I'm shooting normal, because that's a good shot type to deal with Bullfinger. It's focused damage. Needless to say, small monsters are a bit awkward to kill with things like Pierce Shot. Yeah, Nagakuga's the same. The flagship monsters are supposed to stand on their own, and be unique on their own. And then they receive subspecies later on. So, it turns out that Abayu is actually a decent host, which I'm glad of. Sometimes you just don't know. Turns out he's fine. So. I'm not sure if he's the one hosting this one. I think I might be hosting this. It's in order of how they appear in the quest list, so... Oh no, I'm hosting the Barioth. Well, it just goes to show that Abayu really is a good host. Should we fight the Barioth? I guess we will. That's fine. What's great about fighting Barioth in the cave is that you can see his shining blue eyes. You can't see it outside, but they actually glow blue when he's in a cave. Oh, and they glow red when he's enraged. I didn't even know that. I've been playing this game since it came out and I didn't know that. It's incredible. The more you fucking... the more you know, but it's incredible. You can play a game so much and still learn things. I didn't know his eyes glowed red in rage mode. That's pretty crazy. He looks scary. Look at him. I can't believe what I'm seeing. I never noticed this. Oh, we didn't get the knockdown. That's a shame. Also, I wouldn't recommend crouch fire normal either, because again, that doesn't really work at all with accuracy. Because when you're in crouch fire, you can't reposition to get a good shot on a weak point. You know, you're stuck in blaze. So, evade extender, heavy bowgun is the way to use normal in my opinion. Look who's back. Most people use this as their pellet gun. There was a time in this community when if you pulled out the Amatsu heavy bow gun, people were like, no, put away the pellet. Don't use pellet. It's basically your go-to crouch fire pellet gun in this game. Very nicely done. I'm a bit concerned about how bright it is outside, but this is the last hunt, so I guess you're going to have to live with a well-illuminated Doomlink. Just for the moment. Again, I'll do 2 recordings today, so I'll just organise my lighting setup so that I don't have to deal with this. I won't combine for normal 2, I'll just continue with normal 3. So normal 3 is usually a little bit different to normal 2. It's not always ideal to aim for a weak point with normal 3, because normal 3 has the ricochet. You want to be aiming for ricochets rather than weak points. So sometimes you'll be aiming for a weak point, but it's really terrible for a ricochet. You probably shouldn't do that. Fortunately, in this situation, aiming for the front arms can be a good ricochet opportunity too. But yeah, your damage with normal 3 is from ricochets. It's very high damage too. But the reason why I go with normal 2, and most people know this, but the focused damage of normal 2 is stronger than normal 3, and the reason why is because normal 3 has the ricochet. That's how they've balanced the shot. If it had the same damage or even more damage with the main impact as normal 2, then adding the ricochet on top of that would be just out of control. Imbalanced. Yes, you can break Barroth's head with cutting damage. As far as I'm aware. I'm quite sure. And you can also break it with shot damage. It just very rarely comes off, because ideally you wouldn't be aiming for the head. The head is a bad hit zone. It's just there is, I think, a separate hit zone between the face and the head, so you actually have to aim for the crown itself. Aiming for the face won't break the crown off. And just no one, like when the monster's down, so let me put it this way. If you're using Blade Master, you're not going to be hitting the head because it's all the way up there. And if the monster's down, you shouldn't be aiming for the head unless you're hammering, because it's a terrible hit zone. So, well, you could be right, Vernon. Maybe I just never knew that. Which would be strange, because I played the shit out of Try. So, if that's what you're thinking, then you could be right about it. It might have been something that I forgot over the years. There are definitely some things that I do forget and then relearn, for sure. It's so bloody bright outside. Alright, sounds good. That was a good run though. That was pretty much the first full recording that I've done in... Why are you pinging for the secret area? First full recording that I've done with the new PC setup. It's great. It's made a big difference to everything, really. All thanks to this little epiphany that I could just have what's on my computer on the television. That really isn't the most profound realization to come to, but it has made a huge difference, so there you go. Oh, hearing 5, I'll take it. I don't remember what talismans I have in this game, so if it's decent, I'll take it. But yeah, that's going to be all for this live stream. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I think I will be doing a second one today, so expect that. I don't know what game it will be. If it ends up being Portable Third, it's because I wasn't able to get a group together for Freedom 1. But I will be recording the PC games, especially considering that I've got this new setup. I do thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye for now.